Hey guys, this is JD with Long Range Tactics. Here talking about US Optics TS-3.5 to 12 by scope. I've been shooting the scope for a while now, and if you're looking for a smaller, lightweight scope, this actually might be a scope that interests you guys. So it goes up to 12 power and it goes down to 3 power. And the reticle I have in this one is their MHR reticle, which is their first focal plane reticle, which simply means that I can do holdovers and do windage holds. But as I adjust my power here, go down closer to 3 or back up to 12, my holds are going to stay the same as my reticle shrinks and grows with the image in this glass. So it's a very simple system to use. They have a quick focus eyepiece back here for your eye to actually adjust it to the reticle specifically before you start shooting it. It's easy to use, it's quick to focus, and the only thing I'd add on here, which I don't have now, is I'll usually take a roll of tape, like electrical tape, and I'll wrap it around there so it stays in place. Going over here, one of the best features that I like about this scope is these locking turrets. They're simple to use. Right now they're locked. If I want to move my turrets though, all I have to do is pull up on them. I can dial on whatever I want if I want to dial instead of hold. To lock them, I set it to where I want it to be set. I push it back down. Now it's locked in place. It's not going to turn. It's going to be both for the windage and the elevation. When it comes to actually zeroing these, let's say I want to set it back on 0, like these are both set. There's a little hash mark below the 0, right next to the 0, coincides with this dot there and there. What you do is you take a flathead screwdriver, put it in these slots. You're going to unscrew this piece completely. You're going to pull this off, turn it so that the 0 part co-witnesses with those dots, slip it back on, and just tighten it down to hand tight. You can see I did a little bit more than hand tight right here, and I marred it a little bit. But it's a simple way to slip your scales so that you know when you're always on 0 or if you go off 0. So their parallax knob is on the other side, and one thing I did find with the parallax knob, it's a little stiff, but it's very precise. So as you get closer to the infinity setting on the parallax, you have to be very specific on where you set it to make sure your parallax is out of the scope itself. But beyond that, it's a great small scope to have for a hunting rifle or an M4 or 5.56 or even a 22 or something like that. You have 30 mils of travel total for your elevation and 25 mils of travel here for your windage. So there's plenty of travel to 0 and to dial on for any of your shots if you don't want to hold. Additionally, the scope is just under 10 inches in length. I believe it's at about 9.6 inches. And it comes in at right at about 18 ounces. I think it's about 18.11 ounces actually by the book in weight. So if you're looking for a small, lightweight scope that is fairly good glass, you guys might want to look at US Optics TS-3 to 12 by it. Once again, this is JD for Long Range Tactics. Hey, thanks for taking a few minutes and looking at my review of US Optics TS-3 to 12.